How was the Regenx presentation received?
Yeah, Sean, the presentation was to say it was well received would be an understatement. It was really, really exciting to be part of a industry conference where all the large participants were there, and we were really the highlight of the conference. Uh, an old cliche saying, "The belle of the ball." Well, that really fit into what we were perceived as, and we had a tremendous amount of feedback coming from our presentation, which Don did, which he'll be talking to. But overall, we couldn't have been happier for how that conference went.
How was the presentation structure formatted?
Yeah, it was an interesting format. Don was doing his PowerPoint presentation. There was a panel of participants, industry participants who were there on stage who were conducting the question and answer period. Um, uh, uh, Sessions that came after Don's talk. Some of the panel people were David Carl with BASF, their global product manager. Representative from Umicore was there, Mark McCaffrey. These are two of the largest industry participants on the smelter refining side. Lee Hockey was there, recognized industry consultant in the area. So interesting panel. It was sort of the powerful people in the industry, and they led the question and answering period, and it went very, very well.
Who is BASF?
BASF is actually a huge multinational conglomerate. They have over 110,000 employees worldwide. And in 2020, they did 59 billion pounds of revenue. They have they have 8 different smelters worldwide, which are spread out all across the world. They also, BASF is not just in the recycling smelting business. BASF is actually the largest supplier of catalysts in the world. So they are a full life cycle player in the catalyst industry.
How does BASF feel RGX could affect their business?
That was a question that was posed by one of the audience participants during the panel discussion. And David Carl, who is the global product manager of precious metals recycling, so is really responsible for all the smelting of autocasts, looked at us as a complementary business because our focus, our niche, is on the diesel catalyst, and their business model prefers not to have those diesel catalysts flow through their operations, which creates inefficiencies and causes furnace issues. So they believe that a technology like ours is a great complement to being able to process more catalysts from the market as they go forward.
Was there any additional market information that was learned?
So the biggest piece of understanding into the market is that in 2022, there was 7.3 million less light-duty vehicles produced. And that had a lot to do with supply chain issues coming out of COVID, and especially related to semiconductor chips, which were not available. So you would expect, with such a large drop, which was about 9% shortfall of demand, that it would have an effect in the catalyst business. But that was the opposite. The use of platinum in catalysts went up 13%, and the palladium remained the same. So there was more precious metals used in catalysts, with a 9% decline in automotive sales, which shows that a lot more vehicles are requiring catalysts and a lot more precious metals are required for the construction of the catalysts due to increasing emission standards.
Was there anything tangible that came from the event?
Well, the largest item of a tangible result of us being in the marketplace and being at the conference is that we've actually signed an NDA with one of the large industry players. We can't discuss the player because of the NDA, but what it is, it involves how we will be able to work with this player on pursuing commercial opportunities going forward.
Are there any final remarks or comments you want to add?
Yeah, really, I'd just like to say that the presentation went very, very well. I mean, beyond just that, the one NDA which Don referred to, we had multiple private meetings which were requested on the behalf of the large industry participants, which were very, very, I felt very, very positive from them. So all indications there are that we're going to have a very strong relationship with the industry participants going forward. Probably the big thing here is that the credibility that Regenx received at that meeting. The whole fact that, number one, our JV partner Ben Davis is a highly respected member of that institute. It helped a lot, and secondly, the fact that we're not an R&D concept anymore. We're there. We're over the goal line. We're a real business, and this is what got the big players really excited. They want to come down to Tennessee and take a look at the facility, and as Don was saying, build relationships. So for us and our shareholders, I think it was a tremendous experience for us, and I'm really looking forward to moving forward.